Hello, I am Batu from Custom USA. Today, we are going to have an overview of NexDMS for Automotive. Let's begin with Master Quota Plan under Distributions. The Master Quota Plan module is designed to help you manage and track your dealership quotas effectively. Let's explore the key components of this interface. On the left sidebar, you will find different sections, including the Master Quota Plan, Monthly Quota Plan, Additional Quota Plan, Cut Quota Plan, Postpone Plan, and Final Quota Plan. This section allows you to navigate through various quota-related plans and their details. In the main panel, you will see the details of the selected quota plan. Here, you can add, delete, import, export, and print quota plans using the options available at the top. Filters are available to refine your search based on different criteria such as from quarter to quarter, status, and dealer code. Simply input the relevant details and click Go to filter the results. As you can see, the current view shows no dotted display. This indicates that no quota plans have been added yet for the selected criteria. Let's demonstrate how to add a new quota plan. To add a new quota plan, click on the Add button at the top. This will open a window where you can input the necessary details such as the master quota now, key, and the total quantity. After entering all the required information, we can simply click Save to add a new quota plan. And the plan will now appear in the main panel under the dealer's informations. If you need to make a change to an existing quota plan, we can simply select the plan from the list and click on Edit. Make the necessary modification and save your changes. To delete the quota plan, simply select and click Delete. To import and export functions allow you to handle multiple quota plans efficiently. You can import quota plans from an external file or export existing plans for reporting purposes. For documentation and reporting, we can use the Print option to print the details of your quota plans. Under the Actions and Report dropdowns, you will find additional functionalities to further manage and analyze your quota plans. We can explore these options to enhance your workflow and reporting capabilities. Let's move on to the additional quota plan. Here, let's go to the waiting list. Under waiting list, we can see all our waiting additional quota plans. Let's click on this first one and we'll go in. This one will go into the detail view. Here, we can see the year, the dealer code, the document date, month, and reason from dealer. It says no have enough stock for sale. And as you can see under, we have the material code, material description, color, and so on. Let's go to Cut Quota Plan, and let's go to the waiting list. Under waiting list, let's click on Create Cut Quota, and we'll go into the detail view. Under here, we can see which year is this plan from, our delivery plan now, the dealer code, reason from dealer. We can see month, delivery plan date, document date, and so on. Below that, we have the numbers with their material codes, with their material description. We can see our color and other important information on the far right. Let's move on to the postpone plan, and we'll be going to the waiting list. And on the waiting list, we have the order number for this particular plan with the dealer name. Let's create the postpone. Here we can say again with the year. We have the DP number with the delay date requested with the dealer code again. We can also see the reason. It says situation market down. Below that, we can see again with their material codes, material description, their colors, and other important information is on the far right. Lastly, under quota and plan, we have the final quota plan. Here we can see the summary quotas, final quota details. We can choose the year, the month, the status. It can be all, and that will be it for final quota plan. Let's move on to the order and request. First, we have the MC order request. Here, we can make the specifications by year, month, their status, and their TR code. And once we're ready, we can click on go, and we can see the information on the below. Next, we have the add coder request. Again, we need to put the necessary informations with the year, month, and status. And when we're ready, we can hit on action. If I want to add a brand new one, I can simply click on add to add a new coder request. And I'm going to have to put a posting year, the dealer code, the reason, the monthly quota, total. And if I want to add a material code too, I can simply click on plus. And once I'm ready, I can click on save. And that will update our add coder request. Next, we have the cut coda request. Again, if you want to add a brand new cut coda request, I can simply click on add, put the necessary information on the top, and we can click on save, and that will update our cut coda request dashboard as well. Moving on to the postpone request. Here, I'm going to add a brand new one again. We're going to have to put our dealer code, and our delivery date with the delivery plan now. I'm going to have to put the reason. And once I'm all done, we'll click on save, and that will update our postpone request. Lastly, under order and request, we have upload order. Here, we can see all our upload orders. We don't have any upload orders at the moment. If there is one, it will show up the information below, and so on. And that's order and request. Let's move to the logistics. First, let's go with the DP simulation. If there is any information we want to export, we can click on export button. We can also generate DP and releases as well. Let's move to the delivery plan. Here, we can see all our plans on delivery. Let's go to waiting list. We have 2 at the moment. We can see our monthly quota number with the dealer code, dealer name. Let's create this delivery plan. Here on the top, we have the year with the document dates. We can see the month and the dealer code. Below that, we have the material information. We can see the material code, the description. We can see our total. And next to that, we have delivery plan information on the far right, as you can see. Let's move on to the delivery plan postpone. Here we can see all our plans that are postponed, basically. We can search, we can configure this by year, month, their status, and other important informations such as TR code and so on. We also have shipment. Under shipment, if there is any remain list, it will show up here. If there is any sold list, as we can see, we have a couple with their SO number, with the dealer code, dealer name, the partner number, and the partner name, their delivery plan number, delivery plan date, and on the far right, we can see our total with their status. Let's move on to the pick list. As you can see, when we are picking list, we can pick summary, and if any skill change will show up here. If there is any zero return, it will show up in as well. I also have a option to export this to Excel as well. Let's go to completed shipments. If there was any completed shipments, it will show up under here. Next, we have the delivery order. Again, if there was any delivery orders, it will show up in here. We can also search it from dates, from date to to date, to make it more narrow down. Lastly, if there was, we have upload special serial under logistics. Here, we can see the list. We can add the DP date from and DP date to. I can always import the information, any important files here as well to upload special serial. And that's it for logistic. Let's move to the payments. Here, we can see our payment schedule. Let's click on that. Once we're in the payment schedule, we can schedule a list. by year, month, and I can adjust here as well. We also have the action buttons. I can refresh a new price, manual allocation, or correct bank slip. Next, we have the collect payments, that any payments that we have to collect, it will show up here as well. If there are any late payments, you can see it from this tab. I can adjust it by year, month, and their status. And next, we have the sale order. Let's go to waiting list. We have one sale order that we're currently waiting at the moment with the customer code, customer name. We also have the delivery plan. Let's create this SO, and it will take us to this page. Again, with the delivery plan node, delivery code, dealer name. We can see the total amount. Below that, we have the material code, material description with the quantity. We can see the unit price and total amount. And lastly, we can see the currency as USD. And once we're all done, we can click on save, and that will update our sale order. Next, let's go to invoice. Let's go to waiting list. These are all the invoices that are waiting at the moment. Let's go up to this first one, for example, and create this specific invoice. After clicking that, we'll come to this page. And at the top, you can see the currency we will be using with the dealer code. We have the delivery plan number, as well as the SO number as well. You can see our invoice date is this specific date, with the dealer name is this. We also have the delivery plan date. On the far right, you can see our total amount. Below, we have the table that's the information to partner information, the numbers. We also have the material code with the material description. We can see now quantity and unit and total amount as well. Moving on to the offset amount. Here we can see all our offset amounts. Lastly, under payments, we have credit note. We can select credit note by year. We can choose a month. We can do document number as well. And this is for payment. Let's move into the inventory. Under inventory, we can upload serials from here. As you can see, there's upload button. We also have a production plan. We can view our production plan through here. Moving on to the good receipts. We can see all our good receipts here. We have one, as you can see. We can see the storage, floor, serial number, frame number. We can see the material code and material description. Let's move to the good receipt report. I can export any file here to Excel, and I can print it as well. Let's go to the good issue. Here we can see all our good issues. I can configure through dates. If there's any, we can export this information as well. Lastly, under inventory is good transfers. Here we can add a new good transfer by clicking on add. I have to add a new zone, block, and if this is going to be manual or not. After adding the serial number, I can add the serial list and material list. And when I'm all good to go, I can click on save, and that will update our good transfer. Let's move to the approval under distributions. First, we have the master code request list. Here we can choose the year. We can choose the status, if it's pending, all. And if there's any information that I want to export, I can export through here. We also have a monthly quota request list. Here we have one is waiting for approval, as you can see, the description and their doc type. I can click on go to list, and that will take me to the quota plans list. As you can see, we have two on that list. They're both pending at the moment, but their description is requested or release. When you double click on that, we'll go into more detail. On the top, as you can see, the request number, the year, dealer code, description. You can see the pending. Below that, we have the material code for that specific quota with the material description, color, and is the SAV material true or false? It says here as well. Lastly, we have reports under distributions. Let's go to sales report. We can order, for example, for sales report. Under sales report, we have the customer order, add the report, color report, monthly quota. Let's go to customer order. Let's run this. Here, you see the year, the month is going to be raw or pivot, dealer type, you can see a material description, and so on. We also have logistic reports. As you can see under the list, we have monthly delivery plan schedule, daily delivery plan, and other important reports as well on the below. And this is for distributions. We'll be moving on to the service. On the service, we have the service monthly plan. Here we can see we can release the dealer the service monthly plan by adjusting to year, month, and status. Let's move to the service target. We can choose the year. We can choose status. Here we can see the dealer code. There is no information available at the moment. So we'll be moving on to the service master. And the service master. If there is a diagnosis, it will be shown up here as well. As you can see, we have one. If I want to, we can see the description is smoke. The symptom code is S01. We also have the diagnosis code. It says D01 with the symptom code, and description it says change some things, and it's still active. If I want to edit the symptom code, I can simply click and edit it. It's that easy. Next, we have, if there's an announcement, it will show up here. And we also have BOM. If I want to add a new BOM, I can simply click on add. I can add the model, total quantity with a description. Want to add a new, I can add a new part now. And whatever I choose for a part now, that will automatically update the part name, unit, and the quantity. And this is it for services under master data. Let's move to the approval. Under approval, we have service target request list. Here we can export any information that we need. We also have the action buttons. We can approve the release, approve the cancel, and cancel the request. We also have service demand request list. We can see the service that demanding. We also have the request release training if there is any. So the list, there is one at the moment. As you can see, we invite the code, the program. We also have the course code, description. You can see our dates, start and end dates. This code is released. And yeah, once you double click on that, we can see the information on the top. Again, with the position as a technician, we can add the position as you can see. You can also add a group. Then we can add the score. Because on the below, we can see all the staff with the dealer code, with their dealer name, with their staff ID, staff name. We can see their position with their phone number, their contact information, and so on. Let's move on to the training. Let's move on to the warranty claim. On the warranty claim, we have the faulty report first. Let's click on that. Let's go to list. If there is any faulty report, it will show up in here. And if there is any faulty evaluations, we'll be putting those evaluations under here as well. Lastly, on the warranty claim, let's go to payments. Here, I can either slip it, or if I want to print, I can print as well. You can select the dealer code, their status, you can choose the dates. And when it's updated, as you can see, we can see their APP number with the dealer code, their dealer name, document date, and as you can see, the total amount and status approved. Moving on to reports under service, we can see our warranty report, service report. As you can see, under service report, we have the mechanic and pit workload, report summary, and so on. We also have a training report, as you can see. Let's click on it. And these are the three reports under services. All right, let's moving on to the spare part. First, under master data, we have the configuration mapping. Here we can see the grouping. As you can see, we have group A, group B with their category. If I want to edit this specific grouping, I can simply click on add and click it. It's that easy. We also have the SAP category. As you can see, all the SAP categories with their description. We can see the DMS category with their all D004 with their description. We also have the category mapping. with their grouping, SAP category, and so on. We also have the purchase type, as you can see, the PO type, the dealer, description. You can see the lead time. If I click on this PO type, you can see the dealer. I can edit it in super easy. I can add a new one. It's that easy. Under logistic company, we can see their name, their contact information, and address. You can also see the claim type. And lastly, we have the package condition. As you can see, description in English. You can see hidden damage, visible damage, acceptable, and so on. Let's go to delivery lead time. Here we can see all our delivery lead times. Again, with their logistic ID, their dealer code, dealer name. You can see the distance, the payment term, hours, and so on. Let's go to spare part target, if there's any spare parts. It will show up in here. Lastly, under master data, I want to go to the material. Under material, I can see all my materials as well as the company numbers, part numbers with their name. I can see which date they created on and when did it last changed. I can see the SAP category with their DMS category and so on. And I can see the verified materials as well with their dealer list, with the dealer code and their location. And I can see the dealer release list as well. And this is for master data under spare parts. Let's move on to the approval. Let's go to PO request. Here, if there's any PO request, it will be available through here. And you can export this as well. And if there's any part claims, that will show up under part claims as well. We also have a part claim approval for AS and part claim approval CM as well. Okay, let's move on to the sales. Under sales, we have the sales order. Let's click on that. As you can see, we currently have 5 sales orders. They all approved. And for example, let's create this ESO. Once we click on that, we can see information on the top with their document date, PO date, dealer code, dealer name, PO number. I can see the total quantity, the material code, material description, unit price, total amount, and so on. We also have invoices. Let's check. As you can see, we can see the pending list of all the invoices with the dealer code, dealer name. On the far right, we can see is the DLR status clear or not. This is not clear. And you can also see NCX status as well, and they're all not clear as well. We can also see our customer payments. We can either view this and print it. Let's move to the shipping as well. If there's any shipping available, it will show up in here. Lastly, under spare parts, let's go to reports. And we have the spare part report. And our spare part report will show up here. And under configuration, we can add our material model. As you can see, we can add the material type, model type, material group, material unit. I can edit or add anything like I want, basically. We have also the material model mapping. As you can see, we can add the model code, model year, model description with their color, and you can see if they're active or not. I can literally uncheck it and check it as well. I can add the brand, type, and group, the year, color, power, the engine, and the vehicle, and so on. I can also do document mapping. Here, as you can see, we have all the document types here listed. I can edit this document types easily by clicking on Edit. As you can see, we can see their number rank, their item number, their workflow objects. Some of them are none, some of them are additional quota, cut quota, and so on. You can also see our storage here under configuration with their zone code, zone description. We can see our models with their second model, third model, and the company, and we can also see the max quantity of each storage. You also have storage user access. and so on. Lastly, let's go over the account and tax. Here we can see all the account types that are available. We can also see our account class such as AP, AR, cash assets, and so on. We also have the tax code. We also have the ledger of the account with their company code, category, recognition code, and so on. We can see our material class to an account with their component code, material class, their inventory, sale account, sale discount, and their landed cost variance. And if there are any report template, it will show up in here as well. As well as we have two. One is balance sheet, and another one is profit and loss. And this is it for configuration. Let's go to master data. We can see our dealer info. As you can see with the dealer code, dealer name, with their contact information. We can see our price list as well. Here, with the SAP codes, material description, dealer code, unit price, and we can see our currency. When lastly, we are in the system, under user management, we can see all our users in here. As you can see, their login name, expire date, username, their emails, their user ID. Next, we have the user role. We can, under here, we can give roles to the specific users. You can see some, the burn payments, service memo, and so on. And here, under active dealer, we can see all the dealers that are currently active. And under control alerts, if there's any alerts going on, we can, get a control notifications from here as well. Let's go to system development. I can give a user permission under here. As you can see, the distribution tablet dealer, I can choose NCX and I can change it. It's that simple. I can do templates, action templates as well. And messages, I can send messages, change messages with their message ID. As you can see, the description. This one is a second bank account is empty, and so on. I can also edit the menu. As you can see, the distribution services, spare parts, color, plan, order, logistics, and so on. As you can see on the far right, they're all active at the moment. And that wraps up our overview of the NexDMS for Automotive. If you're interested in further discussions or would like to explore some customization options, please reach out to us. Thank you.